I'm the GOAT. Don't even chat to me about features, G. Gotta pay me for the quote. The price of the been rising. I find it peak and I don't. In the kitchen, babe, leave me alone. I put ting and I heat. They got their eggs up in one bar. They told them be smart, we ain't equally yoked. They can't speak to them. Watch them go weaker than these, hello. They always wanna catch up on reasons. The keys is the reason that I won't. How you get the least if you been for the most? It beats me, I suppose. I said they were coming for us, but that ain't make me no difference. Said they got something for nuts, but that ain't your ego, is it? Yo, thought I was coming one up, but I got my people clicking. Yeah, I can see yo, so ego driven. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Tell the man put it on me, I suppose. The envy, I suppose. Could they get friendly, I suppose. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Family, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. Hope I can stop maybe, but I won't.
She see the G in me. I suppose. And I know she wanna serve me. I suppose. I'm trying to get so long. Why the they like this? They don't wanna see me win, I suppose. But it don't matter what. I've been going through motions, trying to make it home. Through these ups and downs, trying to right my wrongs. I still think about the days I was losing hope. It's levels to success, you to go. Driving slow, supercharged Range Rover. Body lit cold, income perpetual. One left, rest is gone. I would need some extra, bro. We've been giving lessons though, showing better ways. Orange juice is with the shades closed.
Welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. Chris, I have a question for you. Now, a lot of people say that shooting is the most important skill in NBA 2K25. What are your thoughts on that?
That's a great question. Shooting is essential. Like the real-life NBA, the more that you can spread the floor and kick out to teammates, the more shots they hit, the more games you're going to win.
And earning hot zones is key to having a lot more fun.
Absolutely. And there are a few spots in 2K25 that will help you master those shooting skills. Let's take a fast break and look at one of them. Arguably the most crucial skill for winning in NBA 2K25 is your ability to shoot. Visit the Art of Shooting facility to boost your effectiveness in up to 3 zones.
Choose 1, 2, or 3 zones to challenge. Your shooting benefit will last for the same number of weeks if you're successful. Your zone can advance 1 level from cold to neutral, hot, or even lethal.
If you choose 3 zones, you'll need to defeat Chris Lethal Shooter Matthews in a best-of-10 duel from each zone. It's a much bigger reward, but a risk for not being able to challenge again for 3 weeks.
Along with your results, you'll gain some season XP and have an improved chance of hitting shots in your hot zone. So go out, shoot with confidence, and help your team earn those wins. Lethal, we are here at the court. So your gym is in NBA 2K25. That's awesome. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it's a dream come true. I remember a few years ago, I spoke with Ronnie and I spoke with the team, and they were seeing what I was doing on social media, and they were saying a lot of people were saying they want me to be their trainer, and they wanted to bring that aspect to the game. And for them to do that, as you've been seeing, so many people love coming into my gym and learn. It's like they're training from Lethal Shooter, because I'm giving real shooting tips. So to be a trainer, to be a basketball player that never made it to the NBA, and to have a gym in the best video game in the world, it's a dream come true.
So what's next for you? What's your next goal? Because it seems like you have done so much in your career. What's the future hold for Lethal?
I say just continue to be consistent. You know what I mean? I try not to like have a cap or think ahead. I try to go day by day. So I'll just say today, just basically trying to meet as many fans as I can, try to hang out with as many positive people as I can. So I just ran back into you and stuff like that, and just having a great day. And then tomorrow, same thing, just trying to live that day the same way.
I was thinking of a question. I was thinking, like, what?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. And for New Orleans, Trey Murphy is out there with Williamson. Then there's Murray. Then it's DJ. And it's Messi in at the 5 spot. You look at Texas. They notched a big win in the series opener, trying to avoid a letdown here tonight. Greg, what do they need to do to maintain their momentum?
You know, Kev, first, I think they need to weather that early storm. They're going to face a desperate opponent. But once the game settles in, it's about playing smart and playing with energy. You're the favorite for a reason. Go out and show the world what you're made of.
If they could only hear that from you, that would guide them. That's a great piece of advice. Got that one up quick. And it's 6 points for DJ.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
To the inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Here's DJ. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Green. Up and in on the layup.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Out to the right wing. Now here's DJ. He's guarded closely. And he's good on the 3-ball. DJ's got 9.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
On the wing, Wiggins. Wiggins drawing the double team. Here's Jackson Davis. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's DJ. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep. Podziemski with it. Pass to Jackson Davis. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. New Orleans gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's DJ. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific.
Here's Podziemski. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Podziemski's got his second bucket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Warriors trail by 8. Wiggins outside. Now the pass to Curry. Back to Wiggins. Right side, Green. Wiggins outside. 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this is encouraging. Wiggins looking committed to shooting and forcing the D to compromise.
It's his first trip to the line. They throw good. Wiggins. So both teams changing it up here. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Here's DJ. Drills it from outside. DJ's got 18 points.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And stolen by DJ. From downtown. And another 3 for New Orleans.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. A 12-point game. And a wide-open look for DJ. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Schroeder looking around. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's TJ. No good on the three. Warriors trail by 13. Here's Curry. Scoreless thus far. And Jones over to help. They get a hand on it. Stolen by McCollum. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to DJ. From deep. And it's Looney with the rebound. Ingram against Wiggins. And it's Schroeder in the corner. They get it back. Looney tries again. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate.
Someone is going with a whole new group out there. Different look here for the Warriors. As Jackson Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Wiggins is checked in for Peyton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Out on the perimeter, it's Podziemski and Wiggins. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Warriors was outstanding. Picked up 67 points, and that was a season high for him in scoring. It's a night to remember. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, you still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And that one's good, DJ.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Schroeder dishes to Wiggins. And they get it back to Schroeder. And the Warriors miss again. Pelicans leading by 16. Here's DJ. Williamson kicks to DJ. It's stolen by Schroeder. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Assist goes to
Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one.
And really gifted in terms of the physical attribute. And we really see that when Wiggins is out on the break.
And it's DJ missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And it's Podziemski in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Podziemski's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground.
And again for 3.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the Nets.
Now GA tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Schroeder outside. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Messi grabs the rebound. One-on-one here. Here's DJ. Good! Another from 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. And so it's New Orleans, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. You look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
We've got Trey Murphy. DJ out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Oh, wow! What a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
And they're bringing it. Connects again from distance.
An incredible shooting display if you hadn't noticed already, and he just keeps it going.
Well, he now owns the second most three-point makes in a game in NBA playoff history. How about that?
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in. He lobs it up. It's tipped. Now here's DJ, covered by Wiggins. From outside the arc. And it's DJ missing. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 18. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got his first 2 points.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Here's DJ. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. DJ's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pelicans. Got a piece of it. To the paint. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Substitution. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
An impressive young talent. Murphy knows his role is to use that scorer's mentality.
Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Hangs home the trifecta.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so it's New Orleans rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. Here now a chance to show you our assistant. The game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Anderson. Then there's Moody. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Waters in at the 2 spot.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Hits it from three-point range. DJ's got 48.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
And Ingram. The bucket on the assist by DJ.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. DJ up again. It's good on the putback.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Schroeder outside, passes to Waters. Back to Schroeder. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Tice.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
To the middle, here's TJ. It's rebounded by Waters.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, Anderson is a funky type of wing. He's a righty who would rather go left, and he's normally thinking pass first.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Takes it out to Schroeder. The three. Messi grabs the rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
Messi's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's TJ. The Warriors pull it in. Anderson passes to Schroeder. Over DJ. Second shot opportunity. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Dishes it to DJ. Here's Messi, and there's the dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for New Orleans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this is a team right now that is really playing with swagger.
Yeah, and anytime you can go up 2-0, you are in the driver's seat. They are riding pretty high going into Game 3.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DJ.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
Here's Golden State now. Looking to get back on track here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
B.J. Boston. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Trace Jackson Davis. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions. That one is no good. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 17-4 run right now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Drills the three-pointer.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Beyond the arc. Alvarado grabs the board. Here's DJ. No good. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Yeah.